Duelist to the Friendship Cup. Pinky versus Lemon Zest by Drinking Sea. The next round of the Friendship Cup is set. Carolina High's Pick Me and Pie shall face Crystal Prep's Lemon Zest. My turn. Pinky jumped in the air, a burst of confetti shooting from her shoulders. Lemon Zest stood up from the Crystal Prep and stretched. Bell time! I was getting bored. She began walking out on the field. Bust of pink and blue in front of her. Pinky grinned in Lemon's face and grabbed her hand quickly shaking. I'm Pinkie Pie. Yeah? Lemon smiled back, grimacing as Pinky shook her hand hard. I'm Lemon Zest. Cool! So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you want the seal to be? Before Lemon Zest could even open her mouth to respond, Pinky held up a hand. Good question. The answer is always 10. Lemon grinned. Dude, you're totally speaking my language, dear. I always turn to 10. Sometimes even that's not high enough. I know, right? Will the two duelists please take the positions on the field? Linda's voice droned from the speakers. Come on, let's go. Lemon nodded over Pinky's shoulder. Oh yeah, gotcha. Pinky winked and skipped over to respond to the dueling field. She held up her duel disc and activated. Swinging out her arm, and it clicked together as it lit up. Lemon watched to the other side of the field, turned, and pressed the activation button on her dual disc. A tray of bright green energy projected from the front. I hope you're ready for this, Lemon called. You seem cool, which is why I ain't going easy on you. You got it, Pinky nodded. Let the third duel of the Friendship Cup begin. Think. Pinkie Pie life points 8,000. Think. Lemon Zest life points 8,000. On the display board, the portraits of the two flashed. They stopped with lemons lit up. Crystal Prep will take the first turn. Sweet. Lemon drew her opening hand from her dual disc and fanned him out. She smiled wide and pumped her fist. Already loving it. She grabbed the card selected on her dual disc. I activate the spell card. 1/1. This lets me discard a monster card from my hand. Then I can summon a level 1 monster from my deck. Lemon twirled the card in her hand and slid it to her dual disc. They tapped the prompt on her screen. I'll get rid of Morphonic Cameron and summon Morphonic Cell Phone! A large yellow cell phone appeared in front of Lemon's desk. A sheen of light washed over it and broke apart, transforming into a large yellow robot with bright pink eyes. The screen of the phone cracked down the center and swung back, forming a pair of wings. Attack points 100. Lemon tapped on her dual disc again. I activate Self-Rod's ability. Once per turn, I can roll a die. Whatever the result is, I can reveal that many cards from the top of my deck and summon a level 4 or lower Morphonic monster between them. Lemon snapped her fingers. Go! Morphonic Speed Dial! Self-Rod thrust out his chest and made at the top half of the phone to form a dial pad. Numbers lit up in rapid sequence before stopping at a 4. Awesome! Lemon grabbed 4 cards from her dual disc, looking over them, and nodded. I'll bring out Mortronic Ribbleton! A white remote control for a video player appeared next to Self-Rod. The screen flipped to life to show a pair of Ice's arms and legs shot out, cords shot out of his sides. Attack defense points 1,200. Lemon nodded and Remington. Next, I'll use Remington's ability. By balancing a Mortronic monster in the graveyard, a Mortronic with the same level can be added from my deck to my hand. I'll get rid of Cameron and a second one out. Then I'll summon him. A card ejected from her dual disc as she swiftly slid into the card tray. A large camera appeared in front of her, transforming into another robot. Flashes the camera mounted on the back of its arm. Attack points 800. Piggy gave. Those monsters are so cool! Do they combine into one super duper awesome giant robot? No, but they combine into something better. Lemon held her hand up. I teamed my level 3 Morphonic Remington with my level 2 Mortronic Cameron. Mortronic Remington burst apart into glowing 3 rings. The rings floated around Cameron and began to spin, while Cameron glowed yellow. Lemon smiled. I tuned the frequencies of my remote control and my camera together and home in on the signal of a high-tech prodigy. They brought her arm back and raised her dual disc. Her hand poised over the back of the device. A card snapped out of it, and she grabbed and placed it onto her dual disc. Secret 7! Come on out! Level 5 TG Hyper Librarian! The rings around Cameron contracted and exploded out, revealing Lemon's new monster. A tall, slim, humanoid figure in a white and black robe stood in front of her, a white cloak trailing down his back. He raised his head, concealed by a military cap's glasses. He snapped an arm out, a book tracing out a green light, and then popping into existence in his hand. Attack Voice 2400. Lemon lifted a card in her hand. Next, I'll banish Morphotronic Rabbitry from my graveyard. The special summon, Morphotronic Saffron! A slim smartphone appeared in Clement's line of monsters. It snapped apart, pieces unfolding to form hands and feet. The top of the phone popped up, revealing a slim pair of red eyes. Attack points 100. I'll activate Smart Fraud's effect. It's kind of like Stealth Fraud's effect, but instead of summoning a Morphotronic monster from the deck, it adds the Morphotronic cards to my hand. Go! Morphotronic Messenger! Smartron's screen on his chest began cycling through the numbers, stopping on 2. Lemon picked up 2 cards and frowned and held them out. My 2 cards are Power Up Adapter and Air Cracking Storm. Since neither is a Morphotronic card, I have to add them back to my deck. She placed the cards atop of her deck automatically reshuffled. Aw, that's so sweet, Pinkie pouted. Yeah. Let me held her hands. But don't worry, I got one more move anyway. I'll team my Morphotronic Self-Rod with my Morphotronic Saffron! Smartphone turned to another green ring, rose up and glowed over Self-Rod. Lemon expanded her hand into the air. I tuned the frequencies of my cell phone and my smartphone together and home in on the signal of a high-tech speedster. She grabbed her card for her dual disc and put it on a tray. Synchro Summon! Rolling out level 2 Formula Synchron! Lemon's new monster was shaped like a race car, with legs emerging from below it and arms on the side of the wheels. It stood next to the Hyper Librarian and rested its hands in the car, apart from Formula's chest. Defense points 1500. When I summon Formula Synchron, its effect activates, letting me draw a card, while also performing summon activates the effective Hyper Librarian, letting me draw again. Lemon picked up her 2 cards and folded her hand with the rest. I think that's good for now, so I'll end my turn. Cool! Pinkie Grancy drew. She looked at her card and held it out. I pay 1,000 life points and activate the spell card Two World! Sarah sparks a cloud of pink billow into the air behind Pinkie. A large green book with cartoon characters spun out and hurled to the air. Landing in front of her, springing open to reveal a pop-up city for rising from the paces. Pinkie life points 7,000. What the heck is that? Pinkie paused and turned her head to see Albus's exterior. Pinkie, you said you had fancy new deck with X-Files Late monsters and stuff. Pinkie shrugged and held up her hand. It really wasn't clicking with me. This deck is way more fun. It has Cartoon Dragons in it. Cartoon Dragons make everything better. Gotta agree with Pinks on this. Applejack slapped a hand to her face. Verity slipped forward. She's going to lose, isn't she? Yep, Rainbow muttered. Anyway, where was I? Pinkie turned back to Lemon's desk and looked down at her hand. I summon Toon Mass Sorcerer! A circular portal in front of Pinkie opened and a purple and red mist poured out, solidifying into the shape of a humanoid figure in a purple robe with a long, bright red shock of hair. The figure shook its head, its face covered by a bright blue mask. It sat down in front of Pinkie. The points 1,400. Yes, that's it. So I'll set 3 cards to you and end my turn. That's it. I put a hand forward. Come on, dude. Give me something to work with here. Sorry. Bad hand. Pinkie struck again. I didn't have any other monsters to summon yet. Maybe next turn. Rainbow's eyes twitched. Does she even know she's in a tournament? That sucks. Here, let me pick up the slack. Lemon drew and reached her hand. I had to fake the spell card Junk Box. This lets me revive a more try-kick my graveyard, but it'll be destroyed by the end of my turn. I revive both Trying Stealthron! The hologram of Lemon's spell card broke apart into scrap metal that rapidly reformed into a yellow robot. I had to fake Stealthron's effect. We're 5 speed dial! The 6 numbers at Stealthron's chest lit up and stopped on her 3. Lemon picked up 3 cards on her deck and flipped one out. I summoned Morphotronic Magnet in defense! A blue horseshoe magnet materialized in front of her and turned a pale blue light gleaming on its surface. Defense and attack points 800. Now, I tune my level 1 Morphotronic Self-Rod with my level 2 Formula Synchron! Lemon held her hand up as Formula Synchron formed into green rings that circled Self-Rod. I tuned my frequencies of my cell phone and my speedster together and home in on the signal of a musical marvel! She placed her card to her dual disc or grin. Synchro Summon! Rock on! Level 3! Marshall Metal Marcher! I summon you in defense mode! The squat robot built a brass rose in front of Lemon. Its body formed an old musical instruments, artists made from horn pieces and pipes of an organ mounted on its back. The screen on its chest lit up. It displayed volume levels as it raised its arms. It blasted a sound wave out. Defense points 2200. Summoning Marshall Metal Marcher activates the effect of my Hyper Librarian, letting me draw a card. I also get to use my Metal Marcher's own ability, which is to revive a tuner monster in my graveyard with its effect negated. So, Formula Synchron is coming right back! Lemon threw Formula Synchron, rose to next to Metal Marcher. Next, time to attack! Lemon pointed across the field. Chi-Chi, Hyper Librarian, take out that tune! Hyper Librarian brought his hands together, forming an orb of pale light. The orb sparked and shot a beam of energy across the field. I don't think so, Pinky called. I need to defeat my continuous trap card, Tune Defense! A large wooden crook extended to the Toon World book and hooked around Matt's sorcerer. When you try to attack a level 4 or lower Toon monster, I can change it into a direct attack instead. The crook pulled Matt's sorcerer into the book, leaving Hyper Librarian's energy streaming towards Pinky. So now you'll face the full force of the hit, Lemon cried. Nope! I used my second continuous trap, Spirit Barrier! A glowing field of yellow encircled Pinky. Hyper Librarian's attack struck as a shower of sparks and dispersed. With this trap, as long as I control a monster, any damage I take from your attacks is reduced to just 0. Lemon grinned. So I can attack your monsters with that first trap. My attacks don't hurt you because of that second. Not bad. Thanks. Pinky smiled back as Matt Sorcerer emerged from Toon World, dancing on either foot. Time to step it up then! Lemon Says held up a hand. I end my battle phase. Then, I tune my Hyper Librarian with my Formula Synchron! Formula Synchron's twin green rings floated up around Hyper Librarian. The monster inside sparked as metal began to gather around and circle it. I tuned the frequencies of my Librarian and my speedsters together and home in on a signal of a mechanical powerhouse! The metal condensed around Hyper Librarian lit up. Lemon pumped her fist. Synchro summon! Take flight! Level 7! Power Tool Dragon! Metal shells shattered, revealing a large gold mechanical dragon with silver plates of metal winding down its back to its tail. Its right arm was electrical screwdriver bit, and in its right a large shovel claw. Red eyes flashed to life, and it flew over the field, circling behind Pinky to return to Lemon and the line behind her. Attack points 2300. Awesome! Pinky cheered. I was hoping you'd pull out a big batting monster like that. You were? Lemon replied. Yeah, because now I get to activate this. My trap card, Toon Mask! Pinky's trap shimmered and turned to a large mask of cartoon ogre. This lets me choose a monster on your field, and then I get to summon a Toon monster from my deck at the same level. The mask oozed black ink from behind it, and the ink swelled and grew to a monster's shape. Since your Power Tool Dragon is level 7, I'm gonna summon the level 7 Red-Eye Toon Dragon! The mask shattered and ink dripped away, revealing a cartoon black dragon with stubbed wings, an oversized mouth, and large eyes. It flew into the air in front of Pinky and held out a high-pitched roar, flexing its claws. Attack points 2400. Cool, I nodded. But I'm not done, though. I activate Power Tool Dragon's special ability. Once per turn, I can take 3 equipped spell cards from my deck. Then you randomly pick one of them, and it gets added to my hand. When reached her dual test screen, it tapped on display. Holograms with 3 cards appeared in the air over Lemon's head. Okay, go for it! Pinky scratched her face and murmured, her eyes turning back and forth. She put her hand out to a point as she spoke. The left one! No, the right. No, sir! No, wait, the right again! Can I use my phone, friend? Here, let me make it easy for you, Lemon chuckled. It's the 3 copies of the exact same card, so it really doesn't matter. That's kind of a clever trick, actually. Pinky smiled. Okay, take the middle one. The cards finished, and Lemon took the card that had taken from her deck. Pinky pressed up her forehead. Phew, for a second there, I was getting right. The sound of a palm hitting the other's forehead resounded from somewhere behind her. I'll set a card and end my turn, Lemon smiled. Your turn again. And what a move it'll be! Piggy drew, looked at her card, and guessed. It just got even better! I had to fake the spell card 2 roll back! A film reel appeared from her card, wound around her dragon, simmered and was absorbed into it. This lets me select a 2 monster I control and attack twice with it this turn. Piggy tapped her Duelist disc. Next, I'll use my red-eyed 2 dragon's ability to summon any 2 monster from my hand. Come on out! 2 Dark Magician! 2 World Book billowed with purple smoke. A small wizard with bright blue and red robes popped out poised, pointing his staff at Lemon. Attack twice, 2,500. Caroline crowd cheers. Piggy held her hand. How you like that? Nice, Lemon nodded. Too bad twos can't attack on the same turn you summon them. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But on the other side, they can attack you directly as long as I have 2 Merle on the field. And it's only one of my twos that have to like to attack. As for the others, Piggy spread and thrust her hand out. Red Eyes 2 Dragon! Double direct attack! Red Eyes soon sucked in its air. Its jaws glowing orange. Its wings flapped quickly as it rose into the air, snapped its head down, shooting 2 fireballs towards Lemon's zest. She grimaced and raised her arms as they collided. Like 7 life points, 3,200. Next, my Mass Sorcerer attacks! Mass Sorcerer stretched its hand across the field, fingers crackling. As the smoke cleared around Lemon's zest, it thrust its palm to her face and exploded the energy. The sorcerer wagged its tongue and drew its hand back, flashing a V sign. Lemon says points, 2,300. When my 2 sorcerer damages you, I get to draw a card. Piggy drew. With their card, shook her head. This card's no good. So, I'll use it to activate my Dark Magician's ability. I'll get discard a 2 card from my hand to summon a 2 monster from my deck. I discard 2 Dark Magician Girl and summon Blue Eyes 2 Dragon! The 2 World Book closed again, opened with a cloud of silver smoke. A silver-blue dragon flew out, bright blue eyes glaring at Lemon as a large white fangs showed in its mouth. Attack points 3,000. And on that, I end my turn. Lemon Sass took a deep breath and rolled her neck. Okay, playtime's over then, huh? Sorry, but when I play hard. Piggy submitted with a stern look. I can work with that. Lemon smirked as he drew. She reached to her hand, put the card aside, took another. I'll start by activating Morph Accelerator. This lets me turn a Morph boombox from my hand to the deck to destroy a card in the field. I'll get rid of Spirit Barrier! Lemon's card fired an orb of void slide across the field. It struck Piggy's card's trap and shattered. Then I get to draw again. Lemon drew, looked down at the card, and went back to her hand. Since I control a machine-type monster, I'll activate Iron Card to revive my Morph Saffron! Then, I'll summon Morph Vacuumin! A green and yellow vacuum cleaner appeared on the front of Lemon. Its suction head swirled and revealed a pair of eyes, and the suction hoses on the side of its limbs. Yeah, I'll tune my vacuum in with my smart fraud! Let me put her hand over her dual disc and lean forward. The smart fraud turned into a green ring that hummed around vacuum in. I tuned the frequencies of my smartphone and vacuum together, and home in on the signal of a flying scout machine! She grabbed her card and held it out. Synchro Summon! Reporting in, level 2, TG, Reperco Dragonfly! A small red-green Nicoid robot appeared in front of Lemon, propelled the blade into its mid-section, spinning to keep it in the air. Attack voice is 300. Lemon laughed her lips. Now, everything's in place. Piggy tilted her head. What do you mean? That thing doesn't look very nasty. It really isn't. But I don't really have much use for it. I just needed a level 2 secret monster. You see, the one you really want to be worried about is my Martial Metal Monster. Let me turn her thumb in the machine. See, he's a secret monster, sure, but he's also a tuner monster. Let's see, everything is in place for this! Let's spread our arms out. I tuned together my level 3 Metal Marcher, level 2 TT Repercle Dragonfly, and my level 7 Power Tool Dragon. Piggy's jaw dropped. All 3 of them? Martial Metal Marcher turned as 3 golden rings began to spin. Dragonfly, a Power Tool Dragon, flew to the middle of the ring, sparks shooting between them as they hovered closer. I tuned the frequencies of my scouter, my assistant, and my dragon together, and home in on the signal of the ultimate Battle Mech! The 3 monsters lit up, yellow, and sent a column of light into the sky. The sky, already darker in early afternoon, turned overcast. Thunder rumbled and lightning flashed. Lemon looked up and stretched out her hand. Synchro Summon! Seek and destroy all your path! Descend! All's well! TG Halberd Cannon! A bolt of lightning struck the ground behind Lemon. From the flash of light, a massive robot stood up. Streamlined black limbs were covered in orange and yellow armor, glowing brightly. Its head in silver, sculpted and expressive stern determination, rose from its bending body, and its eyes flashed alive. He raised his hand. The image of a gigantic polearm appeared as a green wire frame before it materialized for real. The robot gripped tight, twirled it over his head, and plunged it on the ground. Attack points 4,000. Piggy stared, her eyes wide. That's a big monster. You think he's big now? Wait until you see him up close. Lemon pointed across the field. GG Halberkin! Attack! Dune Mass Sorcerer! Halberkin swung up in the air, spun his halberd and pointed down, and began to descend. The blade began to glow and crackle of energy. Will I activate 2 defense now, or let it connect? Lemon asked. Piggy frowned. I'm going to take a lot of damage on your way, so make it a direct attack. Go, 2 defense! Dune World stretched and crooked out. Pulled 2 sorcerer into the book. Cool. Though if I'm being honest, I was just being polite. Letting you pick first doesn't really matter. Lemon shrugged. Why not? Lemon pressed the prompt on our dual screen. I activate my face down card. Limited removal! At the end of this turn, all my machine monsters will be destroyed. But until then, their attack points double. Across Albert Can's body, sparks flew and wires and gears popped out of his joints. A pair of rocket boosters on its back and shot towards the ground faster. Attack points 8,000. Piggy's face fell. Kira! Albert's whole can stabbed to the ground in front of her and erupted a massive shower of lightning. Piggy Pie life points 0. Piggy let her arms fall to her sides. Well, that didn't work. Hey! Lemon ran up to held her hand. You still pulled some great moves out there. That was fun. Yeah, I mean, not to be mean, but I knew I was going to win anyway. Let's go play it out. Thanks. Piggy grinned and shook her head vigorously. Maybe we'll see you again sometime. Rarity raised her cheek on her fist. This is either very infuriating or very endearing, and I'm not sure which. I am, Elvish muttered, her arms folded. Sunset watched Piggy come back with lemon zest, returned to the crystal prep beds. Come on, guys! We're not out of this yet. We can still now come back. Yeah, right, Rainbow snapped. We're screwed. We will now choose our duels for the next match. After this duel, the tournament will continue tomorrow. Who even cares? Rainbow called. In her normal voice, she said, let's just go home and call it a day. We can't lose the tournament when we aren't here to play it. Brady gave a grim nod. I have to say, going home to catch up on sewing seems more productively to spend my weekend than watching us community ourselves here. No! Sunset jumped to her feet and moved in front of them. Rainbow went to stand. Look, yeah, it sucks that Crystal Prep has better cards than us, and we're one duel from having no chance. So what? Sunset slammed her fist in her palm. You guys were the ones who were enthusiastic about doing our best in this tournament. You can't give up like this. Sunset closed her eyes and took a breath. I know it sucks. I've been saying all along with you. But we came here to try our best. Until that 4th duel's points hit 0, we are still in this. So even if it's a long shot, we might as well try, right? Just like in a duel. No matter how badly we're losing, one card can still turn it around. She opened her eyes. Who's with me? The other girl's face her. Now suddenly open wide, their eyes wide. Sunset blessed looked between them. Well, it wasn't my best public speaking. Sunset? Rarity raised her hand and jabbed a finger to the side. Sunset turned her head and saw where Rarity was pointing. The display board. Her expressive mounted a copy of theirs. Final duel of the day is set! Cotton on high, Sunset Simmer shall face off against Crystal Prep's Twilight Sparkle.